Back to our channel. Today mainly we are going to discuss the nerves of the hand. So what are the nerves of the hand? Mainly our hand is supplied by three nerves. So if you see on the little finger side, it is mainly supplied by our ulnar nerve, and on your lateral side or the thumb side, if you see, we have mainly our medial nerve. Okay, so even the radial nerve is participating, but it is mostly supplying the posterior or the dorsum of the hand when compared with the palmar surface. Now we can see this is a palmar surface. So you can see here the superficial branch of radial nerve. It is also supplying only some part of the palm, but mostly it will supply the posterior side of your hand, okay, or you can say dorsum of your hand. So mainly now we are going to start with the ulnar nerve. So if you see the ulnar nerve, it's the main nerve of the hand, like lateral plantar nerve in the foot. Whenever we see the lower limb anatomy, then we'll discuss about the lateral plantar nerve. Okay, so just remember that ulnar nerve is the main nerve of the hand, and it's like a lateral plantar nerve in the foot. Okay, so what is the main course of this ulnar nerve? Ulnar nerve lies mainly superficial to flexor retinaculum. You can see here the median nerve or the radial nerve, they are going inside the our flexor retinaculum, but the ulnar nerve is superficial to the flexor retinaculum. It doesn't pass through the flexor retinaculum, it passes above the flexor retinaculum. Okay, and it is mainly covered by superficial slip of retinaculum, and it terminates by dividing into superficial and deep branch. So in turn it divides into the superficial and a deep branch. Okay, so the superficial branch is cutaneous, and the deep branch passes through muscles of hypothenar eminence. You can see this is a thenar eminence, this is a hypothenar eminence. If you see the deep branch, it is passing through the muscles of the hypothenar eminence, but the cutaneous or the superficial branch, you can see it's we'll discuss about it later. First see the deep branch, it is in the hypothenar eminence. Okay, and to lie in the concavity of deep palmar arch. So why this deep branch is in this hypothenar eminence? Because it want to lie in the concavity of deep palmar arch to end in adductor pollicis, and later it ends in the adductor pollicis. If you remember adductor pollicis, it is nothing but the muscle of your thenar eminence, right? Remember that it is in the hypothenar eminence, right? But it will end in the adductor pollicis muscle. Okay, that is the thing, that is a thing which you need to remember. So in this image you can appreciate that this is the ulnar nerve. You can see it is ending, this is the ending branch which is in the adductor pollicis muscle. Okay, so that thing you can see in this diagram. Now let us try to understand the relations of ulnar nerve. So mainly first the ulnar nerve enters the palm by passing superficial to flexor retinaculum. Okay, and where it lies between the pisiform bone. Always on the little finger side you will have the pisiform bone. So it passes between the pisiform bone and also some ulnar vessels. Okay, so here the nerve divides into superficial and deep terminal branches. Okay, so the superficial terminal branch mainly supplies the palmaris brevis and also divides into two digital branches. If you remember, the palmaris brevis muscle will be here, right? It is a part of hypothenar eminence, right? So palmaris brevis is supplied by our superficial branch, terminal branch of ulnar nerve, and it divides into the superficial branch will divide into branches for medial 1.5 digits. Middle 1.5 fingers. So it supplies medial 1.5 digits. You can see this is supplying this one, and also it's supplying this one. Okay, so medial half is supplied by our mainly ulnar nerve. So the deep terminal branch, if you see the deep terminal branch which accompanies the deep branch of ulnar artery, it will also accompany a deep branch of ulnar artery. This is nerve, right? So it will also accompany a ulnar artery, deep ulnar artery. It passes backwards between abductor and flexor digiti minimi, and then between the opponent's digiti minimi and the fifth metacarpal bone lying over the hook of hamate. So it will lie over the hook of hamate and it will pass towards the fifth metacarpal bone, that is nothing but our little finger. Okay, so finally it turns laterally within the concavity of deep palmar arch and ends by supplying the adductor pollicis muscle. Actually here it forms a deep palmar arch like this, and finally it ends by supplying the adductor pollicis muscles. So you can see here the ulnar artery which is having its terminal branch in adductor pollicis. So it supplies this adductor pollicis muscle. Okay, so adductor pollicis muscle is supplied by ulnar nerve, and also forming a deep arch in a palm. So now we'll understand the branches of the ulnar nerve. So now first we'll understand the branches of superficial branch of ulnar nerve. So superficial branch of ulnar nerve, the first branch is to the palmaris brevis, which is a muscular branch. So here will be palmaris brevis, right? So it will supply it. It is a part of hypothenar eminence, and it also cutaneous branches. Two palmar digital nerves supply the medial 1.5 fingers. This one and this half one. Okay, medial 1.5 fingers with their nail beds. Even the nail beds. This one. Even the nail beds are supplied for the little finger and this half. Okay, also the nail beds supplied by the ulnar nerves, mainly superficial branch. Okay, and next the medial branch supplies the medial side of the little finger. So this has a medial branch which supplies the medial side of the little finger. If you see, this is the little finger medial side, this side is supplied also by the ulnar nerve, and it divides into two proper palmar digital nerves. This in turn divides into two proper digital palmar nerves for adjoining sides of ring and little fingers. So for adjoining sides of ring and little fingers, if you see, this is that branch. The superficial branch is in turn divided, one branch for the ring finger and one branch for the little finger on the medial sides mainly. And the common palmar digital nerve communicates with median nerve. There is a common palmar digital nerve which in turn communicates with the median nerve. If you see here, this is a median nerve and this is a common palmar digital nerve, right? So common palmar digital nerve communicates with the median nerve. This is a median nerve. So that thing you need to observe over here. So okay, by this we completed the ulnar nerve. I hope you understood. Now let us start with the median nerve. So median nerve is important because of its role in controlling the movements of thumb, and also which are in crucial for mechanism of grip of hand. So to grip, first the thumb is important. So the median nerve mainly supplies the thumb. You can see it clearly, right? Because it's a median nerve is on the lateral side, ulnar nerve is on the medial side. So what is the course of median nerve? The median nerve lie deep to the flexor retinaculum. You can see it is passing into the flexor retinaculum. Okay, and in the carpal tunnel enters the palm. Soon it terminates by dividing into muscular and cutaneous branches. You can see one is a muscular branch and one is a cutaneous branch. Mainly the muscular branch is supplying to the thenar muscles, and also a cutaneous branch which supplies this parts. Okay, so now let us understand its relation. The median nerve enters the palm by passing deep to the flexor retinaculum, where it lies in a narrow space of carpal tunnel in front of ulnar bursa. Of course, if you remember this, in front of ulnar bursa it will be present, right? And it is a narrow space in front of ulnar bursa enclosing flexor tendons. Immediately below the retinaculum, the nerve divides into lateral and medial divisions. So it will divide into lateral and medial division. This is a medial division, this is a lateral division. Okay. So the lateral division gives off a muscular branch to the thenar muscles. So this is a muscular branch, this is a lateral branch. Okay, and 3 digits branches of for the lateral 1.5 digits, including thumb. So thumb and lateral 1.5 digits, 1.5, this one half. Okay, these are mainly lateral branches which are muscular branches. So the muscular branches of median nerve mainly supply the thenar muscles. So the muscular branch curls upwards round the distal border of retinaculum and supplies thenar muscle. Out of 3 digit branches, 2 supply the thumb and one the lateral side of index finger. So 2 branches, you can see 1, 2. 2 are supplying the thumb, only one is supplying, one lateral branch is supplying to the index finger. And the digital branch of index finger also supplies the first lumbrical. So this digital branch of index finger also supplies the first lumbrical, which will be present over here. Okay. So next, coming to the medial division. This is the medial division. The medial division divides into 2 common digital branches for the second and third digital. For the second and third interdigital clefts, means for second and third here interdigital clefts. So supplying the adjoining sides of index, it supplies the adjoining side of index and also middle and also the ring fingers. So this medial side of this index finger, middle finger and this finger, ring finger, all are supplied by the medial branches. So lateral branch only supply full part of thumb, half part of index finger. The half medial side of the index finger, middle finger, ring finger are mainly supplied by the medial branch of median nerve. Okay. So the lateral common digital branch, also supplies the second lumbrical. It will also supply the second lumbrical. So first lumbrical is supplied by lateral branch. Second lumbrical is supplied by medial branch of median nerve. So now let us see what are the branches of this median nerve. The median nerve in the hand, mainly in the hand, the median nerve supplies 5 muscles. Total 5 muscles are supplied by the median nerve. So namely abductor, pollicis, brevis. So all these are the are thinner muscles: abductor, pollicis, brevis, flexor, pollicis, brevis. Of course, flexor, pollicis, brevis, opponens, pollicis, first and second lumbrical. So these are all supplied by our median nerve. And also the palmar skin over the lateral 3.5 digits with nail bends. Palmar branch along with the lateral 3.5, 1, 2, 3, this half one. As you already discussed, ulnar nerve supplies little finger and this half. So this lateral 3.5, 1, 2, 3, and this half of the ring finger is supplied mainly by our median nerve along with their nail beds. Even the nail beds are supplied. Even ulnar nerve supply nail beds of little finger and also half of this ring finger, right? So this is about our median nerve. Next we'll discuss about radial nerve. For that we will need to take out another diagram because this is not a proper one. This will be proper for the radial nerve because it's mostly present on the dorsum of the hand, right? So radial nerve is a part of nerve which is seen in the hand as a continuation of superficial terminal branch. It's a continuation of superficial terminal branch. It reaches the dorsum of the hand after winding around the lateral side of radius. Okay, after winding around the lateral side of radius, it reaches the dorsum side of the hand. Okay, and divides into mainly 4 digital branches which supply the skin of digits. Mainly it supply the first digits means the thumb. So it supply first digit, lateral side of the thumb. Lateral side means this side. Okay, lateral side of the thumb, medial side of the thumb, and also it supplies lateral side of index finger, and it supplies contiguous side of index and also the middle finger. And when present, it also supplies the sides of middle and ring fingers. Okay, so up to ring fingers it is supplying. So radial nerve on the dorsum of the hand. So know that the skin over dorsum of distal phalanges means this one. Okay, the dorsum of distal phalanges and the part of middle phalanges are supplied by median nerve, not radial nerve. Very important. On the distal phalanges and middle phalanges supplied by median nerve, but this lower proximal phalanges are mainly supplied by our radial nerve on the dorsum also. Okay, so sensory loss is loss of because of overlapping of nerves. Okay, so by this we completed all the nerves of the hand. Mainly we have our ulnar nerve, median nerve, radial nerve. Ulnar and median nerve are mainly on palmar aspect. Radial nerve is on the dorsal aspect. So you can see here the area of sensory loss following division of the radial nerve. So if the radial nerve is having any problem, then this area, because on lateral side of thumb, right, so this area will be affected. And on the palmar side, if you observe this side, that is at the side of the thenar eminence, this side will be affected. So by this we completed the hands nerves. So next we'll move on with the spaces of the hand.